What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. All right, so we got to talk about it because I just discussed this the other day because I was just having some thoughts about Mariah Huck. She just did an interview with Carlos King, and part one was released. The second part's coming out next week. And I had some thoughts about her and Nene Leakes in comparison. Not to say that the two are the same or, even similar, but sometimes because of what Mariah went through with Married to Medicine and what Nene experienced with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, sometimes people try to equate the two of them to be the same, and they're not. So I had some thoughts about that, but who knew that Kenya was going to be on the radio doing an interview discussing the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she had some things to say. So I want to share this. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so you're not gonna ask if you're coming back to that show. Everybody,
the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have to know.
A lot of talk out there.
It's a lot of talk. Yes, they're getting closer to making an announcement on who's going to be staying and who's going to be going.
That's not what I asked.
I can't. Well, I have to let them say.
All right, watch this. Do you look forward to returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Do you know what? If it's in my future to return, I do look forward to it.
This woman has media training.
Yeah, she really does. Former Miss USA. What do you expect?
I love it.
It's the first thing that we get trained on. It's media training.
Kenny, I did hear rumors that they pretty much axed the entire cast for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. How true is that?
Oh, that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some people are coming back. Some people are...
That might be a true statement.
So you are coming back. So we'll see Kenya on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Can we say that?
That might be a true statement.
Well, I'm
Trigger's rolling his eyes. He's like looking up in the air. He's throwing his hands up. He's like,
I thought we was friends. You're supposed to keep it 100 with your boy.
Well, yeah, that's through text messages, but not like for the world.
Opens phone.
I also heard that Nene may be returning. Do you look forward to Nene returning if that would be a possibility for the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
That door is closed.
You think it's closed?
I mean, when you sue your employer, what do you expect to happen? It's like, listen.
It's a thing.
I don't understand why people think that's a possibility. I don't hate on it, on the idea of it, because I've been very vocal about the fact that I think she was great for the show. But in reality, how do you recover from suing your bosses? And the network. And saying all the things that she said. I mean, I just don't know how you didn't just burn a bridge, you blew it up.
Some people would like to see Nene back, but
me too. Myself included.
Okay.
But I'll quote our boss in the words of Andy Cohen. She told me to keep her name out of my mouth, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So that's your answer.
Okay.
If you coming back, I better know before everybody else know. That's all I'm gonna say.
With a date with a man. With a love interest?
Oh, if I come back, will there be? Well, I hope so.
Okay.
They could also go on my Instagram. It's Date Kenya, one of my Instagram.
Really?
No, I'm not lying.
What?
Date Kenya.
What is that about?
IG. I made it up like a year ago, and I haven't really checked it, but it's Date Kenya.
It's popping, I'm sure.
Girl, I want to see.
Nobody knows about it. I never talked about it, so now they know.
Okay, so all the age appropriate.
It's private, so nobody else will see who else is on there.
All right, so you all heard what she said about Nene. And listen, people can say what they want. They can say, oh, she's just hating. She's, I did not get those vibes. I didn't. And I don't know if she's coming back. Some people don't want to see Kenya come back. So I get that too. But she said everything that I just said a few days ago. And I'm just like, thank you. Not that I need the confirmation, but I don't understand that either. And that's exactly what I was saying the other day. I'm not one of these people to say, I've been saying this or I said it first or whatever. But it is, like I said, it is nice relief sometimes to get the same confirmation or just to hear other people hear what I see and hear. And they convey that as well, because I just don't understand how people think that she can recover from what she did. And again, it's not to say that Nene did not experience some things that were not right while she was there, but the truth of the matter is it was all groovy and gravy when she was doing well, but as soon as things were not going well for her, then it was problematic. And with that being said, you cannot sue your employer, former employer, and come back from that, even when they were wrong. I can't really think of any companies. And listen, many years ago, many moons ago, I was a legal assistant, and the first job I ever had in the legal field, I worked in an employment and labor law firm for 5.5 years. It is hardly ever when an employee would sue an employer, and even if that employer was wrong, where that employee would get their job. They may get some money. They may get a payout. They may get a settlement. They may even get a judgment if it goes to court, goes to trial, and a jury finds in that former employee's favor. So you may get the money, but you're not going to work there again because it's just not going to work out. And I'm not saying that that's fair, but it just wouldn't work out. Let's just be real. It just wouldn't work out. And I can think of a few cases. I remember one where this chick, she sued Hooters. She was working at Hooters, and she sued them for sexual harassment and sex discrimination and a number of other things, right? Even sued them because of the outfits. And it's like, girl, you went to go work at Hooters and you knew what the outfit and the uniform was. It may definitely be degrading, and it is, but you work there. But anyway, I'm just using that as an example because that was a real thing that happened. She sued them. She got money, but she was not going to get her job back. It just doesn't happen. So the fact that people are trying to say that, oh yeah, they're struggling, they need Nene back. I don't know what you all are used to, but that's just not the way it works in the real world of employment, period. You can't sue the job and expect to recover that position that you had before. And it may not be right, but listen, it's just always going to be uncomfortable. It's just never going to work. So it was honestly like confirmation, like, wow, maybe Kenya heard my podcast. I'm just kidding. I highly doubt that. But it's just a true statement. There's just no way that Nene could ever recover from that. So yeah, the bridge definitely has been burned. So guys, I just want to know what you think about it. Let me know your thoughts respectfully in the comment section below. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.